From the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, welcome to Iowa Live on this Monday. Hope you're starting off your week on a very positive note. And it is time to start our week off on an incredibly positive note as we say congratulations once again. You know, you heard a lot of seven-time champions. You have Richard Petty, you have Dale Earnhardt, Jimmy Johnson. Now you can add Kim Baer, the winner of 7 in a row now for Cityview's Best Of. Look at their Cityview's Best Of, and we had the honor of announcing that just a couple of weeks ago. Here it is in the Cityview, right up there. Kim Baer, the Baer Law Office. Kim Baer, congratulations, young lady.
Oh, thanks so much, Lou. I mean, it's always hotly contested. I think this year 13,000 people voted. So we're always just so honored and blessed when we win. And of course, you know, we take our job and our customer service pretty seriously. So I think that's why we keep winning.
And I think you're exactly right. And 7-time, we are going to be talking about something that people, have some reservations about going through, but they know it had to be done at certain times. We're talking about divorces, and we're going to talk about a unique type of divorce here, aren't we?
Yes, I thought we'd talk about flat fee divorces, and what that is if the parties are able to agree on all the terms, then you would qualify for what we call a flat fee for an uncontested divorce. And there's a lot of law firms out there offering this type of financial package now.
All right. Now, when it comes to this type of package, you mentioned a divorce. Obviously, there are two parties in a divorce. Can one lawyer be used for this?
Yes and no. A lawyer in Iowa can only represent one person's interest. So typically what we do, if you were to come to us and say, hey, I want to get a divorce and my spouse and I have agreed on everything, we would explain to you that we're only going to represent you. We can do all the paperwork. We cannot give your spouse legal advice. If everything's done and everything's agreed on and they want to hire a lawyer to review the final papers, that's absolutely fine and encouraged. But one lawyer can do all the paperwork, but the lawyer can only represent one party.
Okay, and we're talking about uncontested divorces here, and this is agreements between both parties, correct?
Yes. I tell my clients all the time, you know, as a lawyer, I'm more than happy to take your money, but it's not a good use of it. And so the more that you can agree on with your spouse, and if you can agree on everything, custody and what we're going to do about the house and what we're going to do about cars and things like that, if you can agree on everything, then it's just so much cheaper and it's just a better use of your money.
Now, speaking of prices, what about some general ideas of what a pricing would be?
Sure. I know at our law firm, so we charge, if there are children, minor children, we charge $23.50, and that includes the court cost of $265. If it's just two people and either the kids have all left the nest or there are no minor children that they share, then it's $18.50. And again, that also includes the court cost. Okay.
Explain what the quit claim deed is and whether or not this is incorporated into that.
Right. So when you're talking to an attorney about a flat fee divorce, and you want to know, not all flat fees are the same. So you want to ask, does it cover the court cost? And then what you just ask about, Lou, is also a great question. Does it include the quitclaim deed? Because if one party is going to keep the house, we're going to have a quitclaim deed, and that also can add an expense. So is that covered?
Now, what about if there's any mediation that has to go on here between the two parties? Is that something that should be covered in the flat fee, or could that be additional?
Yeah, typically it's not, because the only reason why you'd need to go to mediation is if you're disagreeing on some terms. So, you know, when people call us and say, hey, we think we're in agreement on everything, you know, I say, okay, here's all the issues. So go back and ask your spouse, are you really in agreement? Because if you are, then we're just really drafting up the paperwork, and then we're giving the one person who is our client, we're giving them the legal advice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so if it was uncontested when you started, if it looks like it's going to be contested, can you just shift over to a contested type of document?
Which is a great, yeah, absolutely. Great question, Lou. So what our fee agreement does is it sets forth, what if things happen, maybe it's uncontested, but somebody now hits somebody over the head with a frying pan, or now you're arguing over alimony, or if you're arguing over something, then we just switch it over to contested and we continue to bill against it. But we're also going to ask you for more of a retainer.
All right, let's get the conversation started, Kim. How can people start that?
Sure. Just give us a call at 515-279-2000. We're more than happy to, have a cup of coffee and chat and see if we can help you out.
All right. Well, Kim Baer, thank you so much for your advice. I know a lot of people are concerned about this if they have to go through divorce, but you can make it so much easier and less painful and stress-free, I should say, by using this type of method. So thank you so much. And once again, congratulations on, another Cityview Award. Best of.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye, Lou.
Bye-bye.